Welcome to Biblical Christian Content, where we like to keep the content biblical. Let's go.
Speaking of pastors not to trust, here's what Rick Warren had to say.
Any thoughts about the pastors who are saying, hey, the government's trying to suppress the church by not allowing us open, or now there's a conversation about, well, we're going to get shut down on YouTube or social media accounts because we're Christians. Anything you want to say into that space to those who are worried that freedoms are being curtailed on, like, in a discriminatory way?
Yeah, I totally reject that idea. And the very fact that people tried to politicize a pandemic is just dumb. This is a safety issue, not a First Amendment issue. Now, you might have a case if everything else opened up except the church. Okay, but we're not being discriminated against. We went an entire football season. Sporting events are shut down. There are no concerts going on. Theaters are shut down. Restaurants in Southern California are shut down. So you can go on and on. If we were the only ones, yeah, I would be the first to raise my hand and say, we're being discriminated against. This is not a discrimination issue. This is a healthcare issue. And the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. The most practical way right now you can love your neighbor as yourself, wear a mask.
Oh.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
First of all, like,
seriously,
to conclude that there's no politicization going on in this pandemic is you're missing.
It's worse than that.
No, he's right.
It's worse than that.
He's right.
He's not saying there's no politicization going on. He's accusing us of politicizing a safety issue.
Well, and he does something else too. Is the church like football?
Exactly.
Right.
Is the church like a corner store?
And
you ignoramus.
Yep.
I'm serious. This makes me so mad. The church.
Neil, you might need to cut this part.
But the church is a government.
No, it's even worse than this.
Oh, is it?
I'm going to make it even worse.
Tommy's making it worse every time.
Let me drink my Fresca because I need to calm down.
Even worse than that is not only did football shut down, but you know what did not shut down for a minute?
Strip clubs.
Well,
government?
Government.
Weed.
Civil government.
Yeah.
Civil government kept running the whole time. Why?
Marijuana shops in California.
Because they're absolutely necessary for the functioning of society.
That's right.
And the church isn't. And
the
Rick Warren's,
church is not.
Man.
Well, you know what?
Not only that. Not only that. I read something recently that in Washington State, for example, you know what? Washington State, the government went on a hiring spree.
Wow.
They grew. It's like by 40% or something like that. Why? Because they've got to hire people to run around nagging you about your masks, making you pay your fines, making sure your business is closed down, making sure your business is open in the right way, make sure you're social distancing, threatening to take away your licenses. Okay?
Wow.
It's not at all fair.
Maybe Rick Warren's church isn't valuable to society, so maybe it's okay for them to be shut down.